However big or small, our home should be a haven.
There's 1,000 jobs I need to do around the house.
We just don't have the time.
But it's not always easy keeping a house in order.
It's such a shame we're not using the space.
It is absolutely rammed full of stuff.
But help is at hand.
That's a fantastic piece of furniture.
Look at this!
A slug.
That is solid.
You can take back control of your home with clever, common-sense hacks
It's perfect. I love it.
that don't bust the bank balance.
And the best thing, you still got all of your storage.
From this to this, that is just gleaming.
That'll do nicely.
We'll show you how you can make life-changing improvements in just one day.
Nice and clean for Mummy! Yay! I absolutely love it.
I don't think it's ever looked that good before.
With better use and a spruce-up of your space.
It's wonderful.
I love it.
You managed to do this in a day.
This is absolutely brilliant.
I'm getting me on teary now.
Our team of experts is here to help.
The old tool belt's coming out. Well, that's how I know you're serious.
Master builder Tommy Walsh brings over 50 years of DIY experience.
Solid as a rock.
Maxime Dwyer runs one of the UK's top extreme cleaning companies.
That's what I mean by squeaky clean.
And creative carpenter Asher Edwards prides himself on being a perfectionist.
I am good. Just a little bit. Cheers, cheers, cheers.
Which household needs the team's help today?
Hi, my name is Mine.
Hi, my name is Cüneyt. This is our kids,
Can and Uzay.
Can and Uzay.
And this is our first house in UK, and we moved here 2 years ago with just few luggages, and it was a part furnished house, and we have some issues about the house.
The Olgun family from Turkey are renting their top floor 2-bedroom flat in southwest London, and it's bursting at the seams.
The corridor is too small.
Not
Yeah.
enough space for storage.
The hallway has become a dumping ground.
Usually we have some clothes and dustbin because we have no space in the kitchen. The other boxes is you see the bags and there are 3 helmets.
To clean this area, I need to move everything, the tumble dryer, the cupboards, and the chest drawer.
The hardest working areas, the kitchen and the bathroom, are big problems for the family.
The kitchen is greasy, yeah, it's
And dirty.
dirty, yes.
The most important problem, everything is black and they get really dirty.
It's difficult to clean black because it's like a mirror. When you touch it, you have the reflection every time. So you need to clean every day, every second. Oven is quite old. Every time I cooked, the oils or the meal juicy goes
Everywhere.
Yeah. And she's the boss. Yeah.
I'm the boss of the kitchen.
And,
He don't like cooking.
Yeah.
This is my bathroom, and this bathroom have a problem about limescale.
I use lots of product for cleaning this limescale, but I can't get successful because I use chemical, I use natural one, I mix the products, but it's so difficult.
Especially the limescale come back in a day.
As working parents with school runs, they're short of time and would love a helping hand.
I'm struggling about the cleaning and tidy up this flat because when you are both working, it's just the night time you can do this, and the night time is the time to relax. Can, Uzay, are you excited about today?
Yeah.
Yes, we really need
We really need your help. Yeah, we really. Yes.
We need their help, Uzay.
We need your help.
It's the day of the big clean and fix.
I'm so excited about that. I don't know what's happening inside today.
Me too.
I can imagine, you know, we will come back and lots of things different. Wow.
With the team on its way, the family pack up and make themselves scarce.
Yeah. I'm going to school. I'm going to school. I'm going to school.
With the flat empty, the Clean It, Fix It team has free rein to prove you can make a real difference to your home in just one day.
Right. Let's see what we're up against.
On a family-friendly budget, even if it's rented.
Okay. What's going on here?
Nice and compact.
It's weird. There's a lot going on, but there's not a lot. You've got a dryer, old school storage, drawers, coats, pictures, bin.
They're pushed for space.
Look, even the coat hangers are hanging off the wall, so that all has to be addressed. Well, I think it needs painting.
Well, it needs more than painting, but I think I've got an idea. I know what I can do.
Have you?
Yeah, always do, Maxine. Come on. Let's have a look at the rest of the flat, though.
OK.
Ah, the bathroom. You can see there's lots to do in here. I can't wait to get started. Woo!
Let's go and check out the kitchen.
It's tiny.
Yeah, not much space there.
Lots to do, though.
Lots of cleaning. I can't wait.
Right, so what's the plan? What are you going to do, Max?
I'm going to go in the kitchen, get cracking.
And the bathroom?
And the bathroom.
OK, and that means me and you, Ash, are going to have to work on the hallway.
Hallway. Yep. We've got a work cut out in there.
All right, let's get the tools and we get started.
With problem areas identified, the team have their work plan for the day. Their mission is to make the hallway work harder for the busy family who are living in a small space. And deep clean the kitchen and bathroom, so it's easier for working mum, Mina, to keep on top of them. A lick of paint will brighten tired spaces. Any clutter must be set to one side for the family to go through later. If they're going to get everything done in just one day and on budget, they need to get started.
Right then, genius, what's this plan you got?
Right. I want to create some order in this place. So my idea is to create a worktop along this whole wall.
OK, that'll uniform it a bit.
Yeah, bring everything out to the same level at the front. This unit,
Yeah, that ain't going to match in, is it?
it sticks out like a sore thumb.
So I can sand that down
Yeah.
and paint it and bring that in white to bring it in line with the others.
I know you work wonders with a paintbrush, so
And there's one more thing to create a seamless finish.
in this opening here, I'm going to create 2 pull-out drawers so they can hide and get rid of their helmets, bags, things that they don't need on show.
That's a good idea.
The drawers will fill in the gap between the existing pieces, and when everything's painted the same colour, they'll be perfect harmony.
Right, so after I've put the worktop in, we're going to paint it a contrasting colour. You know, make it stand out, give it some oomph.
Well, that's all right for all the lower area, but you haven't said about up here. I mean, these coat hooks are just hanging out the wall. That'd have to be sorted out so it works properly. And this will have to be painted to lift it, to brighten it up.
Brighten it up.
And then, of course, we could hang a picture up there, put some shelves in there, floating shelves, and then, of course, that pretties the whole area up. And with this all painted, it lifts the spirit and makes the entrance all uniform.
Exactly. Make it more welcoming when you're walking in.
Like approximately 20% of people in the UK, the Olguns rent their property, but that doesn't mean you can't make improvements. Just make sure you check with your landlord or letting agent before you do any work, as we've done.
I think, first of all, what I'll do is I'll take that unit, the storage unit in the middle one, it's the wood finish, sand it down and give it a primer and undercoat.
Right. I'm trying to work out how I want to support this worktop. So I'm thinking a batten along the perimeter. So the weight is going to transfer through the drawers down to the unit that you're going to refurbish, repaint. So it's going to be nice and sturdy.
Asher and Tommy have been given permission to work in a communal area downstairs.
So you can work your magic on it now.
We don't have enough space for storage, the furniture, they don't really match. And I'm really not good in decoration.
This is a sturdy, practical piece of furniture, but it's a bit past its sell-by date. So what I'm going to do is to rejuvenate it by painting it. And first of all, I have to take off the lacquer. So I'm going to take off the old lacquer by using an orbital sander. But if you try and do this at home, you don't have to have a sander. You can do it by hand and come out with the same result. It just means you have to work a bit longer and a bit harder.
You can hire orbital sanders for around £25 a day. As sawdust is released at speed, it's a messy job, so it's worth doing outside if you can.
You don't actually have to sand right down. All we're doing really, using a very light paper, and we're just giving it a key. And the key is, if you rough it up a little bit, you can paint on top of that without any difficulty, to be quite honest. It's just to give it a key, something for the new paint to stick on.
Sandpaper is still useful for the less accessible areas.
I'll just take a bit of paper, shape it, and then just run it in and out of the mouldings. Done and dusted. Simple as that. Now the next job is to take a damp cloth and clean all the sawdust off. Let it dry and then lay on a coat of undercoat and primer.
On top of Tommy's revamped unit, Asher's creating something bespoke.
I'm about to assemble my drawers that I've made. I'm using screws long enough to go through this 18mm and bite into the end grain of this MDF. So I'm using 50mm long screws, along with some glue. And I'm using this countersink bit. So this bit cuts a pilot hole and the shape of the head in the MDF. So it does two jobs at once. It cuts out the MDF with the head of the screw. So when I now screw in, the head of the screw sits below the surface. Perfect for filling and then painting over.
Even though the team's working against the clock, it's important not to cut corners.
Ooh, that was nice. It's nice and tight. See that? I haven't even screwed it in. Look at that.
Perfection.
Our kitchen's lovely, but there is grease.
Which is exactly what Maxine's seeking in her area.
In every kitchen there's grease. So Minnie is not alone.
For Mina, who loves to cook, it's hard to keep the kitchen grease-free.
The kitchen is greasy, yeah. It's
And dirty.
dirty, yes.
We spend around 3 years of our lives cooking in the kitchen. No wonder the surfaces take a battering.
Bit greasy. In fact, I can feel the grease on my hand.
Small droplets of oil spit into the air and float everywhere,
Greasy fingers.
including inside our cupboards.
Look, it's a pot cupboard, so of course, a pot cupboard will have dirt. It will have dirt and grease. Most importantly, grease. So I am gonna give this a good old wash down and sanitize. First of all, I need some water.
An extreme cleaner with over 15 years of experience, Maxine has a system to combat grease, tackling it from the inside out.
Not soapy water, just hot water and a solution that I made up earlier. This is white vinegar and lemon. What this will do is it will wash and sanitize the surface in the cupboard.
Once the shelves are clear, there's a time saver to make this job a lot easier.
I'll give you a tip, which is very simple. Did you know this? There you go. Tilt, 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 tilt. And it's as easy as that. You just take it out and take it to the sink. Do not get this wet, because if you get it wet, it will just swell, because it's chip. And if it swells, it will ruin it. So you have to be swift.
Washing up liquid contains molecules designed to break down grease.
just like this. Even though the solution I have sanitizes and kills some bacteria, this will get rid of the grease. Look at this. Lovely. And don't forget that underneath. There you go. Give it a rinse, and then you can spray your sanitizing solution. And it smells absolutely glorious. Beautiful.
The morning has almost gone.
All right, there's still loads to do. We're running short with time, so let me get this filler on.
You done here? Perfect.
Ash has moved on to the next stage of creating his drawers, with a time-saving tip to conceal the joins.
So that's the filler, and this here is the catalyst, the hardener. You need to have 1 pea-sized amount of hardener versus a golf ball amount of filler. And you want to mix the two up together real good. This is specialized to dry quickly and hard, ready to be painted in 20 minutes or so.
If time's not an issue, standard fillers cost less, but they take longer to harden and dry.
So once it's all well mixed together, you can spread it over your screw hole.
Ideally, try to find a filler that will match your final finish.
The beautiful thing when it comes to making bespoke furniture is after you finish measuring, cutting, screwing it all together, and seeing the unit fit in place, it's just a beautiful feeling. It is a beautiful feeling. Especially when you've put hours into the planning, designing. So hopefully, when the family come home and see it, they can appreciate what we've done it. After I finish filling this, I can give it a quick coat of paint, and then I might have a check on Maxine, see how she's doing. I haven't heard from her in a while. When Maxine's too quiet, it's a bad sign.
Maxine's moving on to the next stage of her grease-busting system.
Yeah, look at this. Look at the dirt. Look at this.
Concentrating on the cores.
The oven is a bit dirty as well as grease, and we use the oven nearly every day.
And
we like cooking, baking as well.
Ovens are a magnet for grease and dirt, so they and their racks need a regular clean to avoid bacteria getting baked in.
Nearly every week, but sometimes we both working, so we don't have a time to clean.
I bet if I flip it, it's even worse. And there you go. Look at this. I can't wait to get this sorted.
If not regularly cleaned, the oil in the grease can become a fire hazard.
I've got a special trick for this, and it's going to come up trumps. Watch.
All you need is a decent-sized plastic bag with lots of space for the racks.
I'm going to spray it with white vinegar. Spray that. I'm getting all the vinegar on the grills. Don't forget there's 3 of them. So I'm getting in there deep everywhere, every nook and cranny. And then I'm going to put some baking powder on it. And it should fizz up nicely, and the fizzing action should start working to free up the oil. The trick is to close up the bag tight so that no air can get into it, and the chemicals are forced to work harder once this is airtight. And I can't wait for it to start working hard.
Baking powder contains bicarbonate of soda, which is a gentle abrasive. Mixed with white vinegar, the chemical reaction will loosen the grease and clean the racks.
I'm going to flip it over so that all the chemicals will get onto all the trays, and leave it for half an hour to an hour to work its magic. Look at that, it's fizzing at the bottom. You see?
With the hallway clear, Tommy's sprucing up the walls. For this high-traffic area, he's chosen a practical option.
I'm using kitchen and bathroom paint here because This is a very busy utility area, and that type of paint allows you to give it the occasional wipe down to clean it without taking the paint off. It gives a nice finish, actually.
Maxine's making good progress in the kitchen.
There we go.
The most important problem, everything is black and they get really dirty. It's like a mirror. When you touch it, you have the reflection every time.
With more time and the landlord's permission, kitchen doors can be painted to create an easy-to-clean matte finish. Laminate like this would need careful sanding and a suitable primer before a top coat.
So this is washing up liquid and a soft cloth.
But as the team only have a day, Maxine will deep clean them for Mina instead.
There we go. And along here, look at this filth underneath here. So the only way to get rid of this is to have a soft cloth, put the knife in it, wrap it round it, and then gently prise the dirt out. There you go, look at this. There you go, look at this. That's all you do. Beautiful.
With the filler dry and the bespoke drawers sanded, Asher's new storage unit is almost there.
Now I'm going to fix these runners in place.
The runners ensure the new drawers open smoothly and evenly, so they're safe for little hands. Time for a refill and catch-up.
The kitchen's small,
Yeah.
and I'm degreasing it, and I love it, so there you go.
Having a fun time up there.
I am, yes, it's wonderful. I'm so glad. I just need to, you know, make her happy, make the family happy, and I'm sure they were grateful.
Well, I think we're doing that. The storage that they're going to have in the corridor, in the hallway,
Yeah.
it's not going to look all random. It's going to look planned.
So what about the bathroom? Going to have time for that, or?
I don't know. I have no idea. I've just got loads to do in the kitchen.
Really?
So I'm going to go now anyway.
All right, then.
Bye. Bye, bye, bye.
She's always running off so soon.
That's in case we give her more work to do. That's what that's all about.
It's true.
In fact, I better go as well in case you give me more work.
Asher's also got his hands full. Moving on to creating a worktop storage solution. The hallway's a problem area for the family because it's used for so many different things.
It's difficult to fold the clothes because I fold them, I keep on the tumble dryer until someone put away. But my dream have some shelf there and put on the shelf the clothes and everything is tidy.
Okay, so I've just ripped this piece of MDF in half. Now I need to cut out to the shape of the wall upstairs. Now none of the walls are square, so I'm gonna have to do this in 2 cuts. One to fill it in situ, and the second cut I'm gonna have to scribe the back of the wall because the wall has got a little bit of a bow at the back. So I'm gonna cut it to get it in place and then perfect the cut on the second time round. But for now, I need to cut a small piece out like that because there's boxing upstairs in that corner.
As Asher concentrates on the new storage area, Tommy's addressing the issue above it.
These coat hooks are obviously not working because, as you can see, they're just hanging down or they're pulled out. So what I'm going to do is put a piece of MDF along here, glue and fix that to this wall, and then put the actual coat hooks directly onto the MDF. And we put one across here and one this way, and that will be a solution for the coat problem.
It'll be aight. Okay, so I'm about to put this long batten up.
The batten will support the weight of the worktop that's sitting on Tommy's upcycled unit and Asher's new drawers.
What I have just noticed is with my pilot hole, I'm just above some sockets here. Now, cables normally run above a socket, so all of this potentially could be a danger zone for drilling. So I'm gonna stay clear of this area. So I'm not gonna put any screws or fittings here. But I'm going to have a batten along this wall so that can support this side of the worktop. So I'm going to skip this one just because I just don't know where these cables are going. So you've got to be careful where you're drilling into the wall. I find it easiest by working from the middle and then double checking that you're level, you're straight, and then screwing and fixing along.
A laser spirit level ensures the battens are at the same height. Basic laser models can be picked up for around £40, but a traditional bubble spirit level also does the job.
That's perfect. What I wanted to do was to test one to make sure that the fixing screws were going to be long enough to perform the function properly, and they are. So now I can take this back off, drill the rest of the holes, top coat it, let it dry, and then put these back. How's it going, Ash?
Fantastic. Just about to cut this worktop down.
There's still lots to complete before the family return in a couple of hours.
That's well strong enough, that is now, and that won't move. Not now, it's got proper fixings in it.
Maxine's battle to beat the grease is almost over.
This splashback is really greasy, and I am going to come in with my washing up liquid, and I like to lather up. This cloth has got a little rough back, so it's perfect for grabbing the grease. It just goes, Do you know what? It's difficult having shiny surfaces because you have to sparkle them up after. Otherwise, they will look smeary. It don't look right at all. It does not look right. A good tip is to do the corners and come down and then work in the middle. There you go. And then rinse it off. And there's a splashback, clean and grease-free. And the most important thing now, needs to be dried off properly. So you need a nice, dry microfiber cloth. And this will get it off nice. Can you see this? Lovely. That's done. It's so nice when you can see your reflection in it.
In the hallway, Ash's worktop is almost ready to fit.
Now, this should be a little bit tight.
So you want it tight, you want it
Yep.
pretty tight. Well, I've got it in, so you come down.
Oof,
Perfect.
look at that.
So far, so good. But there's one more step to get the worktop to sit flush against an uneven wall.
Now that pencil, that thick pencil I got, is about as wide as the gap. So if you go here, and using the wall as a guide,
Love it, it's doing the work for me.
well, you can see how much we have to trim off just by that line. It's not very much.
The amount we need to take off there is the amount that's overhung right there. So once we take that off the back, we'll be nice and flush at the
That
front.
wasn't an accident, that was your magic hands again.
You know, I'll take the meaty part off and then we can plane the rest in.
To do the job quickly and accurately, Ash is using a jigsaw to trim the larger areas. A plain or rough sandpaper can perfect tighter adjustments.
All right, you can fine-tune it perfectly.
The edge will be out of sight against the wall, and surface paint will create a seal to hide it. It's got to be the right fit. Otherwise, the rest of the storage that will be so useful for the family can't be installed.
Ooh.
Snug as a bug in a rug.
Maxine's next task is the bathroom, where bacteria and viruses can live on surfaces for up to a week or more.
I use lots of product for cleaning this limescale, but it's so difficult. They come back in a day.
I know what I'm going to find under this. Have a look. There, straight away. So there's quite a lot of limescale there, and there as well. Oh, I love to jab. I can't wait to jab that.
Toilets should be cleaned at least once a week, but if you have small children and the time, then doing it daily is recommended. Having cleaned thousands of loos, Maxine has a system.
First of all, I'm going to spray it with an anti-bac spray. If someone has been sick in the family, it will kill the bugs. Yeah.
Every time the toilet is flushed, thousands of droplets containing bacteria are released, yet more than half of Brits don't close the lid.
You must make sure you don't use a rag that you use in the bathroom, in the kitchen. Once this is in the bathroom, it stays in the bathroom. Look at there. Make sure wash in between there as well. You just double up the rag and just poke it in like that. Then you pick up the toilet seat and you tackle this. This is limescale remover. There's a sponge with a little non-harsh scourer. See, if you use an abrasive sponge, you may ruin the coating of the toilet seat. But remember to rinse it because it's limescale remover. Oh, look at that. All it needed was a bit of elbow grease and limescale remover, an antibacterial spray. And that's it, it's gone, it's lovely.
In an area like London with hard water, the chalky residue from limescale can really build up, particularly under the waterline. Maxine uses a blunt dinner knife to avoid damaging the porcelain.
All I'm doing is just prizing it off the bottom of the toilet. And it comes off freely. Look at this. A big piece. Look at that big old piece. That was there.
And don't forget to clean the flusher.
Did you know that the toilet flusher holds more germs than the toilet seat? There's a fact. You imagine. That's why it's important to wash them. Use an antibacterial wipe to wash them, rather than the same toilet cloth. So, that's how you clean a toilet.
Tommy's turned his attention to the kitchen.
Well, this has been irritating me all day, and I've got to fix it. This is a laminate flooring, and it's a tongue and groove situation, probably what they call a click-style floor. But for some reason, it's separated, and the flooring has moved in under the units. So what I propose to do is put a little bit of glue, run it along that tongue and that one there, and along here and there. So all I have to do is get my boot onto that piece of board. That's it. Take the excess off. Once it cures, it'll stop it from opening up again, which is what you want. We do the same thing again with this one. This one.
By repairing the gaps, loose dirt won't gather underneath the laminate, causing more serious damage.
There you go, you've got to persist with it. Olé!
With the family returning in just a few hours, the team is conscious of time.
How's it going, son?
We're about to do our top coat on this.
It's getting late, we need to get this finished. What do you want me to do?
Paint.
He don't stop. paint.
Top tip for doing the radiator, once you've washed it, dry it off, and then it'll sparkle. There you go.
Right, so we've got to slide this right underneath. Ooh, it is a beautiful fit.
There's just enough time to check up on the soaking oven racks.
I've had this soaking, so I'm going to see the results. You can tell that the solution is working. Perfect. This would have made it a lot easier to wash. Look at this. Free and easy. Look at that. I'm not pressing hard at all. Can you believe this? She's gonna love this. Every person loves a clean cooker. Look at that. And it's nothing harsh or caustic to burn your skin. It also smells lovely as well.
With Asha's bespoke drawers almost complete, Tommy's introducing a colour theme to pull the hallway together.
Another useful little tip when it comes to painting doorknobs, especially wooden ones, put the screw in and hold the screw in place, and then you can paint it all the way round in whatever colour you choose. I suggest you do it on a sunny day in the garden, nice gin and tonic next to you. Just hold it up to the sun, give it 15, 20 minutes, and then it'll have hard enough coat that you ain't got to worry anymore.
You can pop the painted knobs upright with the screws sticking into soil in a plant pot so they dry. Tommy's using them to revamp the old white drawers.
These were the drawer knobs that was on this unit before, cheap and cheerful. So what I thought we'd do is buy these. I painted them in a lovely sort of deep Turkish coast blue-green, the colour of the water. And I thought it might remind them of home. And it will match perfectly with the worktop, which is going to be in the same colour. It is helpful, though, if you manage to get doorknobs that are the same size backing screws as the ones you used before, and that saves you drilling out for a bigger screw.
And Maxine's found her own finishing touch in the children's bedroom.
There's a lot of stickers on this bed, and I guess they're the little lad's favourite ones. So I'm not going to get rid of the favourite stickers. I'm going to get rid of the residue of the ones that have peeled off. I just need a little bit of rubbing alcohol. Not a lot, just a little bit. So there you go, look at this. Softens it up and makes it come off, look. And it comes off really magnificently. Look at that, it's all gone.
It's the end of the day. Time for a final push.
Most people think that with aluminium blinds, that once they're a bit twisted or distorted, that you can't do anything with them. But you can. All it needs is a little bit of encouragement and a little bit of a soft massage type rub down, and then move it, bend it back a bit, and then that's back in line.
Asha,
Maxine!
that's wonderful. You know the old brown unit that was there?
Exactly, that's the one that we painted up. And then this is the unit that we made downstairs.
You've given them a lovely zone to fold their clothes on.
Yeah, yeah. Do you think they'll like it?
They love it. It's perfect. I love it.
Ah, stop it, Maxine.
Why are you so clever?
Excited!
And they're done. The hallway in the Olgun's rented flat had mismatched units that didn't provide effective storage and left everything on view. Coat hooks weren't fit for purpose and prized family photos were hidden. Now with a worktop across the length of the space and the units flush and painted the same colour, there's plenty of out-of-view storage. Above there's hanging space and new floating shelves for their much-loved family snaps. The gloss unit in the kitchen highlighted grease inside and out, and the oven was dirty. Now, after a deep clean, it's finally sparkling. Limescale was a problem in the bathroom. But now it's gleaming. Maxine and Asha depart, leaving Tommy to welcome the family back.
We hope you
Enjoy your new space from the Clean It, Fix It team. Yes.
Oh!
Oh, nice color. Wow.
Good evening, JJ and Mina. Well, it's very nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Despite upcycling the old units, the team's storage solution feels like a brand new area.
It's so tidy now.
You did a great job. Yeah, absolutely great job. Yeah.
Wow.
Oh,
These units that are at the bottom are units that you already had, and we've refurbished them and brightened them up a bit.
This one.
oh,
Wow.
We built this
So much
new unit on
space.
top and
Too much
added it to
space,
your
yeah.
other unit.
okay.
The unit at the bottom is the existing one that you had. So we've revived that and repainted it. And we put two new drawer units on the top of that one.
Okay.
So that it gives you more concealed storage space.
It looks
It's
so
look
nice.
amazing.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
This
Yeah,
is
it's
the best color it can be.
yeah.
It's like Aegean. Like sea.
You've got all this worktop right the way through
Yeah.
to do exactly what you wish.
The children can now hang their coats up without the hooks falling out to the walls.
That's very nice.
So we put this system up so that the kids can come home, they can put their coats
Yeah.
and their school bag on each individual
Okay,
one. And if they have
okay.
friends round,
Yeah.
there's plenty of spare room for more.
That's perfect. Yeah.
I'd like to bring you on now into the kitchen
Kitchen.
and see what happened there. Maxine has worked really hard. So
Kitchen.
Oh, kitchen
Oh, can I
is.
go first, please?
come through and have a look.
You first.
Yeah, and me first for
Yeah.
kitchen.
A deep clean in the kitchen has left it spotless and smear-free.
Wow.
Wow, looks so clean. Yeah, it looks
Yeah.
so clean. Thank you so much.
I want to show you
This is
something.
see the oven.
Oh,
There you go.
Yeah.
okay.
Wow.
Wow.
Is it a new one?
It seems like a new one, but
Yeah.
it's amazing what she did with it, actually.
Yeah.
And you may have noticed that the floor, we repaired the floor.
Oh, thank you
Oh,
so
thank
much.
Where there
Yeah.
were the gaps.
There is no gaps in.
There's no more
And I
gaps.
glued it, so it's just glued back.
Oh,
with
thank you.
Thank you so much.
Where there was a dustbin clogging up the hallway, now there's room for 2 recycling bins out of sight.
I know you had an issue with bins,
Oh,
so
see
we've
that?
got two
Yeah.
and two different colours, so you can
okay,
use them for
that's
different
nice.
uses.
Yeah, thank
Yeah.
you.
Okay. Thank you. That's so nice. It looks so clean.
And
Well,
with a new oven.
Yeah, I'm really pleased that you enjoy it
Yeah,
and you
thank
love
you.
it because it makes it worthwhile, all the effort that we put in today.
Yeah.
Thank
Yeah.
you for everything.
Well, it's really
Yeah,
been
thank
a
you for
pleasure
everything, yeah.
meeting you both
Yeah.
and the boys.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you so
Bye-bye.
much. Thank you. Bye.
The family liked the hallway and the kitchen. What will they think of the bathroom?
No more limescales. Wow. Yeah. So nice.
So clean.
It's been great that we've been able to make their lives a little easier. It's been busy, but it's been worth it.